we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the New York Jets and the Cleveland Browns.
Sanders set to kick off.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week of the loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down carry here for Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 16-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Makes the score Jets 7, Browns nothing. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carried out for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First and 10, Taylor now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
The 49-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return this time will go out to the 40. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards.
1st and goal, New York.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Jackson. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team's side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They go play action now. Jackson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Taylor. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. But that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And a Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run with Taylor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, clap the top off the wagon.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you've got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns get a score closer. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw from. He's going to fire one deep. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On second down now, it's Johnson, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On first down from under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Marcus Davenport, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's him carry for Johnson. He's able to get 4 back on the run, but now they'll have to find something here on third and about 14. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout
On the play.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 42.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
It's up second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 43. Press up.
From the gun, Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll take it at the 42. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
1st down, New York.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands.
Yeah.
He can cause.
Fuck going on, Chief?
As they come up on third down. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4.
He got it done on his own. But let's face it, defense is in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of grounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Yo.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
To throw is Jackson.
Don't get too excited. This won't last long. It's really strong.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Just his second catch of the game.
Yeah.
This one moves the
After,
I
think I got like.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Daniil Hunter, he's the one that got home.
After this game I'm in, I'll play.
They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack.
Why she froze her like that?
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Hey Doyle, you wrecking it up tonight or you sleep like last night?
I'm gonna try and wreck it up.
Big play to start
Niggas
him
gonna
out.
take care of
Has him
the
at the
home before I
45
fall out.
already. On the ground, this is Johnson.
When I got on last night, I was sitting around waiting.
As they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 2
sitting
yards
around waiting.
it'll be second and 8.
There was closed pretty
It
quickly.
only
And
takes
that was
for 5
because the
minutes.
defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great
I'm eating
leverage,
at the moment, so
held their
I ain't gonna
spot,
fall asleep.
and stacked him up.
On second down, Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A toss, left side, Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there on the pickup, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Johnson. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm. Flush to his right, to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
To Christian Kirk. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run with Taylor. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Justin Jones there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 50 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
Joey Sly.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Jackson. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete to Slayton. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Pass complete to Christian Kirk. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 47. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield and nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Catch made by Slayton. And he gets this all the way inside the Jets' 20 into the red zone. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes
Yeah, but the person who picked last will have the 1st pick in the 2nd round, and it keeps rotating. So whoever had the 1st pick to go with will have the last pick in the 2nd round. So it rotates, so it's fair. Oh, what the hell? For what? Nigga, do snake, because what if somebody get the 1st pick? They gonna pick first every fucking round? Get the hell out of here.
3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use it at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Yeah.
We got playing to catch.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
My goodness.
Now Johnson. And for one of the few times here today,
I got a fantasy draft right now.
no gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Oh.
Defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He said he's doing a fantasy draft. He asked me to join.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaunt. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.
the hell?
He-
No, I don't like that outfit. She's skinty.
What he turned her into?
It's that suit she's wearing.
What about it?
She must have some type of powers. But can't nobody enter Tartarus like that.
What's up? We are sure you've heard another sign of prophecy. The boss moved out. Yes, the elders are trying. We have to tell you something about Harry. You know? You did the right thing telling me this. Fiona is incredibly dangerous. I should be able to use my white light run with Harry to track them down. Disagree? Thank you so much, Tessa. Listen, you need to stay away from Fiona while I look for them. I know you like to go rogue in these situations. Are we clear? Yes. Good. I have to say, I'm proud of you three. I'm sure it wasn't easy telling you that Harry was still alive here in the office. Oh, it was the right thing to do. You're such a good white lighter, Tessa. Thanks. Okay. To the tracking range. The drugs. So we're all set. I will take the first shift and Taylor will try to keep me posted. She may take to Fiona and Harry, and then we take down this murderous cycle. And we save our OG weapon.